Right, morning all. Day 12 on my blog. We're in Epping Forest today. I thought I'd stop off on the way up north because I read an interesting facts on the internet last night, and that was we've all heard of Robin Hood, our friendly hero who robbed the rich to help the poor. Well, I'm in Epping Forest and there's a story you need to know, but before we get on to that, let's have a look at some facts, shall we? Apparently it's 5,900 acres of ancient woodland. And about 17 miles northeast of London. It was first recorded in the 17th century. And in Tudor times, Henry VIII and Elizabeth I, his daughter of course, hunted there, and there is a building called Elizabeth's Hunting Lodge, which actually dates back to the late 16th century, so that's the late 1500s. And for the train spotters amongst you, the Epping and Ongar Heritage Railway is close by. And apparently Queen Victoria bequeathed the forest to the nation, to the people for all time. In fact, the public has the right to collect wood limited to 1 faggot of dead wood. And I checked up what a faggot was, and it's a bundle measuring so many inches circumference and inches in length. So that's a faggot. However, it has a more sinister past. Now, we talked about Robin Hood. Well, apparently Dick Turpin, you've heard of Dick Turpin, and Dick Turpin was a highwayman. Not only was a highwayman, he was a thief, horse stealer, murderer, and he used to poach deer in the forest. Now, around about the same time that Dick Turpin was poaching his deer, so to speak, there was a gang of villains that ran riot within the forest, who weren't as nice as Robin Hood and his merry men, and they were led by Battle-Axe Hanley. Now, her favourite method of dispatching her enemies was to chop their heads off with an axe. Now, rumours were that she and Turpin were romantically linked. Not sure if that's true or not, but if so, there may well have been some offspring dotted around the country, but who knows. Then there was Colon the Barbarian. He was in the team. Stevens the Salivator. Now, she would dribble on her victims, eventually drowning them, so not a very pleasant way to go. And Stosher, a man with a huge moustache who would smother his victims with his enormous moustache. So this team were eventually caught, rounded up, tried and sentenced to death for their crimes. Anyway, that's the end of the blog today, so moving on, I'm going to head up north now. Signing off.